Network for the second and final game of this weekend series between LTU and Indiana Tech. The Warriors won last night's matchup by a score of 4-2. It was a nice start for LTU, but Indiana Tech's excellent second period just ended insurmountable. With LTU looking to grab that first conference win of the season tonight here in this rivalry matchup on the home ice here at Southfield Sports Arena. We'll see. Back for it was Skillicom. There's a puck jamming away in front of the net. In between a couple of coming out of the scrum with it. Up the right wing. Here's flicked off the glove of Slavic. Here's Connor Victory. Left circle. Rolls that draw. Chasing back at Adam Vanelli. Plays it up ahead. Off the back in here, looking to navigate back. And now the puck goes. I'll see. There's Jared Pfeiffer. Takes a hit from Schneider. Puck rolls back up to the blue line. Trying to make his way in. Jason Tyre played it left. Now to the far side. Zach Bennett plays it around the net for Minaccio. Back it goes. Connor Victory looking to lay it hit. He was able to get the puck on his stick momentarily there. Back up to the blue line. Paulus off a body. Schneider looking to break the puck free here, but he had it stripped away by Adam Jonak, who will go back into his zone. Jonak, the junior from the Czech Republic, sends it up ahead. Now near side, here's Corona. Tried to play it across. Hopped off a stick. He was looking for Joel Molfetta on the left wing. Now here looking to break in LTU. It's Alex Schluter. No one was home there. Now racing back, Roman Rayner plays it across to Nurkinen. Tapped back in there, and LTU gets a fresh line out on the ice, scooting in behind his own net. Now looking to make his way up the near side. It's Wyatt Stotts. Fires one down the ice and off the boards. We'll get an icing call with 6:57 remaining here in the first period. No score on the LTU Sports Network of Southfield. A frosty night outside, but it's perfect for hockey here inside of the Southfield Sports Arena. Parker Hodges in the face-off circle for LTU. Around the boards and back up to Schluter. Floating back here, Ryan McNulty plays it on across to Edward Flood. Banked off the boards and tapped in there by Brian Skillicom. Now racing in. There's a puck on the net. It was Alex Gregorovic starting a bit of a rush there. Katalainen chases in after it with Schluter. Schluter able to come away with the puck. Now banks it off the end boards. Here's Edward Flood. Tried to play it up to Reiner, but at the point, slapping it right back on in, it was Brian Skillicom. On the end boards, there's a centering pass, a shot, and they score. It was Jimmy Katalainen from Axel, Sweden, his fifth scoring with 6:18 to play here in the first period. Indiana Tech gets on the board first. Their fans have traveled well, and they're delighted after that one. An opening goal from Jimmy Katalainen. And LTU trails by a goal here now. Gam right in the face-off circle. Now, here's Zachary McKay trying to maneuver his way through center. Dumped it in. Up into neutral ice it goes. Rolling back on into the LTU end, and an icing called there. With 6:06 to play here in the first period. Indiana Tech took last night's match, looking to pull off the sweep, and LTU looking for a burst of energy here. Haven't been able to really control the puck like they wanted to in the offensive zone. To look to get something going here on the inboards. Gamrat tried to lay it in front of the net, but intercepted there by Dominic Minaccio. Now back out the other way. Here come the Warriors. Matt Walton now on the far side. Here's Gamrat looking to break in. One-on-one. Tried to maneuver his way past, but a nice defensive play there by Adam Vanelli. The freshman defenseman was able to cut things off. Now right in front of the net. An opportunity there. We'll get a stop in play. And a penalty coming here. From the looks of it, you would think it was a high stick. Heading to the box, Vaughn Treppa, the freshman Township. Edward Flood was right on the doorstep Looked like he took a stick to the face, and that'll get our first man advantage of the night in favor of Lawrence Tech. It's Parker Hodges in his own zone, curling around, now up the far wing, plays it in. Puck is dumped back down. Here's Flood controlling things. Indiana Tech killing 72% of power plays that they faced this year. Edward Flood stripped of the puck here. Now in all alone, Jared Pfeiffer. He shoots and he scores. Pfeiffer, the senior from Ypsilanti, Michigan, nets his 11th goal of the year, and it comes on the shorthanded opportunity. Stripped the puck away in neutral ice and broke in all alone. Pfeiffer gives the Warriors a 2-0 lead in the opening period. And now Indiana ice. John Slavic comes in, jolted the puck loose free there. Now back around it goes. Gave a third opportunity for Indiana Tech. Now in behind the net. There's a puck right in front, and they score. Wyatt Stotts. Parker Hodges in the corner, trying to get it free off the stick of Brian Skillicom. In to help him out, Zachary McKay. 9:09 remaining here in the second period. McKay flicks one off the backhand in front of the net where Shane Gamrat was parked. But they never really got it through. Now up the near side. Indiana Tech looking to break out into neutral ice. Sealed off there by McCulsey. Now here's McKay looking to settle things down. Feeds up to McCulsey, who looks to squeeze his way through traffic. He was cut off there by a hit from Joe Mofetta. Back. McCulsey plays it around the board. Laid it back, but right onto the stick of Adam Yonak, who curls back around. Here's Adam Yonak. He can really skate. Flicks it off the boards. Hacked away there by Francesco Corona, who scored in that first period. Now Makona plays it back in. Rolling down the far side of the ice into the LTU zone. Francesco Corona was stripped to the puck by McCulsey there. Now here's Zachary McKay. Slaps it on back in. Curling around, Adam Vanelli plays it up for Mike Tisch. Now back down on the left wing. Indiana Tech looking to break in. They were sealed off by Schneider. Into the line and couldn't quite Vanelli. Both teams really buzzing around now. At the red line, trying to get it free. Ryan Paulus. Yeah, nice back check there from Katalainen. The boards and around. Katalainen will chase after it. He's hit there in the near corner. Nurkinen was in the mix, gliding around his own net. It was Jason Tyre, stripped to the puck, and LTU having trouble getting out of their own zone. A shot on goal there. Stavros Solis, the 5'10 freshman from Grenville, Quebec. He has 7 goals on the year. He was looking for his 8th, but right into the paraphernalia of Austin Petty. With 17:06 remaining here in the middle frame, it's a 3-goal Indiana Tech lead. Puck rolling through the LTU zone and back out into neutral ice. Roman Reiner was able to clear it as he fell down. Now into the far corner. Ryan McNulty off of his skate to park on his own net. Here's Adam Vanelli. Pass is intercepted. Up through center on the left wing side. Here's Matt Walton. There's a shot from the left circle around the boards. In behind the net now, chasing after it is Salas. Up to the point for Papandrea, who played it back around. Schluter skates after it in the far corner. Lofts it up high. Back into neutral ice. Gunned right back in, but off the body of Roman Reiner. Around the boards, here's Schluter. Both teams looking to get fresh skates out on the ice. A change on the D pairing for Indiana Tech. Up the near wall. Played on across. Puck trickles back down the ice. LTU gets fresh skates out on the ice. Gamrat went to the bench holding his arm. There's a puck right in front. Played on across. It was a nice pass for Jarrett Pfeiffer, who scored in that first period. But it went 42 remaining here in the second period. Puck goes back in for Schluter, who plays it up to Jason Tyre, looking to navigate his way through neutral ice. Here comes Jason Tyre. A nice poke check there to get it free from Taylor Jones. Now around the boards. Puck played up to Brian Skillicom. Indiana Tech controlling things here for the majority of this game. 5 minutes into the second period. Puck played up ahead. They had Pfeiffer in alone, but they'll decide to get a change here. Off the glove of Zachary McKay. He flicks it off a couple of bodies onto the far wall. Around Brian Skillickson on across for Jarrett Pfeiffer. Trying to get around Fulmer there, but Indiana Tech gets a free. Indiana Tech right now. There is Von Treppa at the red line. Coming over to lay a hit, Connor Victory. And now looking to break in here. There's a shot that goes off the paddle of Slavic, who's had a nice outing so far tonight. Zach Larson made the start last night for Indiana Tech. Here's the puck on across. Indiana Tech looking to make their way up. Sealed off there by Schluter, and we'll get a penalty here. Man advantage, up come 5 to play Here's Parker Hodges in his own end. Plays it off the boards. 1:47 remaining here on this power play. It's a 2-minute cross-checking penalty. Now here comes Hodges in with speed. He'll pull up on the top of the left circle. Shot it off the body of Ryan McNulty. Bodies go crashing into the net. It's off its moorings, and we'll get a stoppage in play here. Cutting into is Thomas Schneider. A little bit curricular there. As Manatee U player in the box as well. We will have a 5-on-3 in favor of LTU. Paddle into the netting. With 15 seconds remain on the 4-on-4. We'll have approximately 57 seconds of man advantage time for Indiana Tech once this 4-on-4 in the face-off circle. It's Joe Molfetta, the junior from Bath, Pennsylvania. Now he'll swap out, and Yonak goes in up against Zachary McKay. Draw goes in favor of Indiana Tech. On the near side, here's Yonak. Puck goes off the side of the net. Curling around with it, Molfetta. Up to the point and out. Now it's Indiana Tech with a man advantage. Gliding it on the near side. There's a shot that goes over the top of the net from Brian Skillicom. On to the far side. 11:30 remain here in this second period. Up to the blue line and on over. Now played in down low. Back up to the blue line. Left circle. There's a shot taken by Wyatt Stotts, the freshman. Off a stick. Now into the far corner. Here's Molfetta. Shadowed there by Schneider. In behind the net it goes. On to the near first period. Shadow. This Indiana Tech team is 18-6-1 on the year. 5-1 in WAC play behind Dearborn, who sits atop the conference at 6-0 after their win over Rochester last night. Indiana Tech had a chance last night to potentially move up to the top spot if Michigan Tech had lost. But the Wolverines continue to play good hockey with that win last night over Rochester. Puck now back into the LTU zone. Nurkinen looking to dig it out. In with Zachary McKay. They lay a check there. Up the near side. Stepping rather gingerly through neutral ice, it was Zachary McKay. 8:52 over the line and in. It's a 3-2 Indiana Tech lead with 6:56 remaining. I also want to correct another mistake. That was Hires' 10th. And now some. And of Indiana Tech. It's a 3-2 game. 3-goal first period from Indiana Tech. Up to the point. He was looking for, skipped off a stick. Now Ryan McNulty looks to get it out, but it's hacked right back on in. Chasing after it, here's Schluter. Able to fire it off the glass and back down the ice. Curling around, here's Adam Vanelli. Up ahead, off the stick of Zach Bennett. Back to Schluter at the line. Now here's Austin Petty looking to get it out. Kept in on the glove. There's a shot from Bennett. Rebound was loose momentarily, and it gets out. Indiana Tech will get a couple of. Zachary McKay lost his stick. Neutral ice. Lays it near side. He was looking for Mike Titt. Puck goes rolling back out, and it looks like it's in the uniform of Connor Victory. With 4:09 remaining here in the second period, 3-2 Indiana Tech lead. Here's Manaccio. He's had himself a nice game tonight. Played it up ahead to Yonak, who turned it over. Parker Hodges was in the mix there and able to send things back. And Lawrence Tech kills off that power play, and we're back to even strength. Petty fires around the high glass and up to the point. Now thrown back in front of the net there. Zachary McKay looking to get it out of there. Nurkinen was in the mix as well. Up to the blue line it goes. Hacked back on in by Papandrea. Chasing after it. Puck goes in front of the net. Now it's cleared, and Manaccio will chase after it. Couple of gray jerseys going as well. Parker Hodges was looking to get there, but not in time. Here's Francesco Corona laying it ahead to Jarrett Pfeiffer. In with Corona. There's a shot off the blocker. A nice rhythm here. Victory got a nice save made there by Joe Hodges. Flicks it on across and cleared back down. Austin Petty has it on his stick. He plays it over top of the stick of Edward Flood. Puck goes to the far wall. Chasing after it is Taylor Jones. Jones was shaken up earlier in this period. Back out on the ice now, and that puck goes on top of the net, rolling and knocking the Gatorade bottle off of the net of Austin Petty. Up the near side. LTU looking to break in. Puck is drops back. There's a shot on net. Trying to curl his way around. Crisscrossing. Plays in on low. Zachary McKay a shot. Ryan Paulus was in front of the net as well. Now here's Taylor Jones. Ryan Paulus smushed up against the boards by Brian Skillicom. On the far side. 2:05 remaining here in the second period of a 3-2 game. It's a 3-2 Indiana Tech lead. That puck finally gets out on the stick of Skillicom, gliding around his own net. Jolts it off the boards. It was a weak toss off the boards, but it got fortuitously right back out into the stick of Skillicom, and he'll throw it into the LTUN, but an icing called here. New lines will get out on the ice with 1:42 remaining here in a 3-2 Indiana Tech lead on the LTU Sports Network. Last night was the first game of February for both teams. The final month of the regular season is underway as LTU looking to pull off a comeback tonight. They've done a nice job of that so far in the second period. Here's Drake Gentile. Slices it around the boards before being cut off by Wyatt Stotts. Now the puck back out into neutral ice, and we'll get a stoppage in play here. Cudmore and Gentile to face it off. Puck goes to the near side, sent back up by Matt Walton. Just out of the... I believe it'll be considered out of play with 1:12 remaining. Get a face-off at center ice. Hodges up against Blake. Back on into the LTU zone. Sent back out. Katalainen was in the vicinity of him is Edward Flood. Katalainen looking to slice his way through. Katalainen here in the second period to get back in this one. We'll have the third and final period of action for you here on the LTU Sports Network after this break. Welcoming you back into the LTU Sports Network. You're watching LTU Hockey. What is a 3-2 Indiana Tech lead here in what is sure to be a fun final 20 minutes of regulation. Alex Schluter floats back into his own end, now plays it in, intercepted by Minaccio. Here's Minaccio firing a shot that goes wide right of the net of Austin Petty. Now back for Nick Papandrea. He plays it up ahead, off the glass and in. Jared Pfeiffer chases after it along with Alex Schluter, who he crisscrosses around his own net. Now pulls up, gives it on far side to Ryan McNulty. Drops back, puck intercepted in the slot area. That was a dangerous spot to potentially turn the puck over. Zach Bennett was in the vicinity, but LTU able to get out of there and get a change out onto the ice. Now back in his own end. Here's Brian Skillicom. Skips it off the boards, and it goes fluttering down to the far end boards in the LTU zone around the net. Here's Zachary McKay gliding through, trying to maneuver his way through neutral ice, breaking in here on the left wing. Dropped it back, but no one was home. Thomas Schneider was there. Puck ends up going back, and now out of the LTU end, here's Nurkinen to the red line. Fires it on around the boards. Up the near half boards it goes. We've had a fun one. LTU scored 2 goals in that second period after Indiana Tech scored 3 in the first. So really a bit such resiliency showed in that second period from the Blue Devils, and now they're looking to knot things up. A couple of guys go tumbling down in that far corner. Jabbing away at it is Drake Gentile, who scored last night. Nurkinen taps it on up to the point. Went up to Wyatt Stotts. Now the puck rolls onto the far side. Nurkinen dueling away there with Francesco Corona, who scored earlier. Here's Connor Victory. Backhands it to the red line and slapped on back. Now the puck fired on in there by Austin Fulmer. He'll skate off the ice along with Thomas Schneider. Now up the near side with some open. Here it comes, gliding, driving to net. It was Alex Gregory. Out a shot there. The near side. Falling down, it was higher. Up to the blue line and out. Slapped back in. Around his own net. Here's Vaughn Treppa. Looking to settle things down. Plays it far side. Up to the red line. And back into the LTU zone. Edward Flood is in. Indiana Tech gets fresh skates out on the ice. Shooting one there from the point. Adam Vanelli, the freshman defense. Colsey took a hit there. A nice defensive play from Solis, who fires. And a save made by Austin Petty. Now the puck goes rolling back down into the Indiana Tech zone, and we get an icing call with 16:30 remaining here in a 3-2 Indiana Tech lead on the LTU Sports Network. LTU at 10-12 on the year in search of their first conference win. They're definitely still in this one as a shot gets through traffic there. Off the skate and out. Upward Flood. It rolls back down, and here's Dominic Minaccio. Jersey, puck fired into the near corner. Sir goes Jarrett Pfeiffer. Now up the near, back into the LTU zone. Sent up by Schluter to the blue line for Fulmer. He was looking there for McKay on the near side. There's a shot taken from Schneider, went off the side of the net. Now rolls up the far half boards and out of the zone. Puck is dropped back. Jared Pfeiffer was there on a pass that was sent in from Zach Bennett. Now looking to settle things down in his own end. Here is Alex Schluter. Up the left wing side. Schluter eyeing a shot, and it goes off a stick and way high into the netting. With 15:27 remaining here in the third period of regulation, it's a 3-2 Indiana Tech lead here on the LTU Sports Network. Which should be a final 15-27. Here's the faceoff to the right of the net of Slavic. Puck thrown around the boards and chasing after it. There goes Nurkinen. Looking to lay a hit on Nurkinen. It was Joe Mofetta. Nurkinen able to break through. Now he spun around, and Mofetta ends up coming away with the puck. It just flicks it on back in. Chasing after it is Drake Gentile. Glides one up those far half boards. Now Gentile goes on back to Schneider. Schneider will skate back as his team gets a change of new skates out on the ice. Here's Adam Yonak. Yonak went down Penalty called there. It looks like he tripped up on his own skates. Now to the far corner. Puck is delivered back out to the red line. Gundick. It was Brian Skilakamongo rolling puck. Chasing after it is higher on the back of Katalainen. Katalainen's had a nice night. On the near wall, puck is sent back in, but right off the body there of Von Treppa. Once again into the netting. That one actually ended up falling out of the glass and into the stands. As both teams looking to get their rhythm down here in this third period. It started out with a real nice back and forth pace here at Southfield Sports Arena on the LTU Sports Network. Parker Hodges faces it off there with Mike Tisch. Puck is sent on into the LTU zone, off the end boards. Into the far corner, Ryan McNulty was caught up between his skates. Jimmy Katalainen tried to scoop it out of there, but it goes near side now for Connor Victory. He was looking for a Parker Hodges who was cutting across the ice, but puck ends up going back around the net for Skillicom. Now up the near wall. Bouncing puck. Here's Alex Schluter crisscrossing. Off the end boards, Roman Rayner. He's crunched up against that near corner. Around the boards, Nurkinen looks to keep it in and does. Back around. Here's Skillicom. Clear the zone. Here. Zach break in. It was Matt Walton into Vasek. Blood goes around the boards. Tried to get a return pass, but intercepting it there and actually getting a shot on net. It was Salas, freshman from Grenville, Quebec, and goal here. Here in the third. On the far boards, Matt Walton lofts it up. Edward Flood. Flood has found himself with the puck on his stick quite a bit tonight. Up the far wing, dumping and chasing is Connor Victory. He goes rushing on in. Now to the far side. It's Matt Walton looking and scanning. Just trickles it back on out. Sent right back in there by Austin Fulmer. LTU looking to get a change in his own end. Nick Papandrea on across to Manaccio. And the high puck goes on to the glove of McCulsey, who lets it go back into the Indiana Tech zone. Chasing after it. Here's Higher. Puck delivered back in behind the net. Manaccio looking up, drops it on back. Here's Adam Vanelli. Fires it on down. Potential stretch pass opportunity there for Zach Bennett. It was too hot to handle with 12:13 to play here in the third period of a 3-2 game in Indiana Tech lead. Off in the LTU zone, back up to the point. Vanessa played up across. Once again, too hot to can his way around the net. Looks up ahead for Pfeiffer. Puck goes our wing, sending it on in is Wyatt Stotts. Now to the near side. Here's Taylor Jones. He'll send it off the boards, around back down. Racing after it, but Skillicom lays it back. And 12 to play here in the final period of regular. It on back around. That was right there. Now back on across it goes. Here's Joe Mofetta. Schneider in the mix, looking to keep it in. Plays it on across. Nurkinen will skate after it, but he was beat to the puck there. Now it goes gliding back down the other way. Skating in for Indiana Tech, it was Joe Mofetta. But here's Adam Yonak looking to curl it around. Schneider has possession now. Couple of guys in there. It ends up going in favor of Indiana Tech. Adam Yonak hit a nice save there by Austin. Indiana Tech lead. Face-off will come here to the left of the net of Austin Petty. Off the draw, it goes back into the near corner, flicked off the glass. Now jolted back up into that near corner. Puck is thrown up ahead to the blue line and out. Now fired back on in there by Von Treppa. Around the boards looking to handle things. Here's LTU's Mitchell McCulsey. Taps it on around. Chasing after it is Austin Fulmer. Jolts it back up to Connor Victory on that far side. Now floating back in. Here's Vanelli. He plays it on back up ahead, but intercepted momentarily by McCulsey. But getting the puck right back, it's Mike Tisch who floats it on across. Now to the far side. Gregor Rick comes back with this fun rivalry battle. Takes a turn in favor of the Blue Devils. Else back here, 5 to play. In behind the net and breaking out. Here's Edward Flood. He goes up ahead to Ryan McNulty. Around the boards. Here's Tyre. Plays it in front. Back up to the blue line. It goes for Flood. Top of the circle. Roman Rayner back to Flood. Return pass. There's a shot. Off the end boards. Bounces back up. Rayner throws it back on a cross once more. Now in the high slot area, puck bouncing around. Here's Parker Hodges, tried to lay it back into the slot. Now it finds its way back to Hodges on the far wall. He throws the puck into the paraphernalia of John Slavic. 48 remaining here in this third period. It's now a tie game. Field Sports Arena. LTU has come all the way back to tie this thing. Now they're looking to take the lead and looking to apply pressure here in the Indiana Tech zone. There's a shot from Nurkinen that's gobbled up with 8:30 to play. For Indiana Tech, puck played up the near boards and in. Here's Connor Victory. Takes a big hit there. Tapped on over to Nurkinen, unable to keep it in. Change is made for Indiana Tech as the puck goes back into the LTU defensive zone. There's Nurkinen looking to avoid the stick of Jarrett Pfeiffer there. Final 8 minutes remain here in this third period of regulation. It's a 3-3 game. Indiana Tech at 18, 10 and 12. Line it goes for McCulsey. He looks to make the near corner by back in to the Indiana Tech zone on the far side. And cleared down with 6:54 remaining here in this third period. Now there's a puck that got in front of the net. And now all of a sudden Indiana Tech looking to apply some pressure here in the offensive zone. Up to the point Vanelli and cleared back down into the Indiana Tech zone. Here's Joe Molfetta. Stripped to the puck by Thomas Schneider. Schneider was checked off the puck there by Vanelli. On to the far side. Shot let go. Glided across the crease there on a shot from the point. Now here's Austin Fulmer. Plays it back in corner. Adam Vanelli sends it on up into neutral ice. A reach there of Connor Victory. Changes on the back end here for LTU. As Connor Victory and Von Treppa jab away at it. Now the puck goes back out into neutral ice. 5:50 to play now here in this third period of a 3-3 game. Puck goes jolting up into the air. Alex Schluter cuts in to grab it. Up the near side for Hire. Wyatt Stott. There's the stick. A big collision in that near corner. Stoppage in play. .4:59 remaining here in a tie game. Zachary McKay in the faceoff circle for LTU there. Scooping around his own net, Nick Papandrea gets up to the blue line but not out. McCulsey did a nice job of keeping it in. Now he flicks it in front of the net. Schneider was in the vicinity. There's another big check. Going down to the ice, it was Dominic Manaccio. This has been a chippy, physical affair. Manaccio lays a hit there. Puck flutters up back into neutral ice. Mitchell McCulsey plays it into the far corner. Here's Nick Papandrea looking to settle things down. In on the forecheck, Thomas Schneider. Puck is played near side. Manaccio gets it out. Now back up to the red line. Playing it back in, Zachary McKay. Fresh line out on the ice now for LTU. Up the near side, here comes Papandrea. Gliding in on the right wing. Shot a puck off the side of the net. in behind. There's Parker Hodges, a loose puck there. And Parker Hodges, a bit of a miscommunication. Not sure if they knew who wanted to take the puck there, but it does go onto the stick of Schluter. He'll look to break out of his own zone. 3:53 remaining here in this third and final period. Here's Schluter navigating his way through neutral ice and breaking in. Flicks a puck off the end board. Down it goes. Was slapped on back out by Von Treppa. Up to the point and sent in by Austin Fulmer. Now Schluter. Puck goes off a body off the stick of Parker Hodges. Now it goes back up to the far wall. Austin Fulmer. Around the boards it goes. Jabbing away at it, Adam Yonak, Austin Fulmer, Roman Rayner, all in the mix there. Here comes Adam Yonak up the far side. Tried to get it up to Francesco Corona, who scored already tonight. 3:16 remaining here in this third and final period of regulation. It's a 3-3 hockey game. Here's Schluter. He was stripped to the puck there by Joe Molfetta. Here's Molfetta trying to send the puck off the side of the net, right in front. Loose puck, high slot. There's a shot off his pad. And onto the far wall. LTU comes out of that sequence unscathed. Still a 3-3 game. Puck is fired on in off the glove there of Slavic. 2:51 remain here in this third and final period. It's a 3-3 game around the boards and sent up those far boards. And now back in behind the net it goes. Schluter chases after it onto the far side. 2:40 remaining here in this thriller. Tyre in the mix. Looking to jolt it free. He was able to steal the puck. Now he curls around. Dropped it back for Nurkinen. Top of the circle. Off a skate. On the side of the net and finally held. With 2:23 remaining here in the third and final period of regulation. It's a 3-3 game. If we don't get any goals in this final 2:23, we will go to overtime. It's been a fun one. LTU pulling off a comeback. They trailed by 3 goals. It was a brilliant start for Indiana Tech. But what a job to come back from LTU tonight, scoring 2 in the second and 1 here in the third. Here's a puck right in front of the net. Bouncing around. Up to the point it goes. Jabbing away at it. Alex Gregoric. Coming out of that scrum, here's Zachary McKay weaving his way across. Now fires one right into the trapper of Slavic with 1:58 remaining. Here in this third period, it's a 3-3 game. Couldn't have asked for a better game tonight here on the LTU Sports Network. Glad to be bringing it to you. There's a puck that goes off the end boards. In the mix there, Ryan McNulty. Puck gets out of the zone. Now here's Francesco Corona. Get on down the ice. Adam Yonak lays it. It is Parker Hodges. He'll look to scoop around his own net. Final neutral ice. Here up the near wall. Scooping around. Here's Taylor Jones. Sends it back in. Around his own net, Brian Skillicom dropped it back. Now fired to Water, Minnesota. At the other end we go. Final 60 seconds now here in this third period of regulation. Here's Zach Bennett. Fires a shot. Goes high off the end boards. Kept in. Loose puck here. Who wants it more? On the near wall, it goes back out into neutral ice. Flicked off the glass by Dominic Minaccio. Austin Petty plays it off the boards. 38 seconds remaining here in this third period. On to the far. Now off the stick of Papandrea. A loose puck here. Puck played on a cross. Skating through Jimmy Catalina. Get it on net. One final face-off. A little bit of an extracurricular act on. What a game we've had tonight. That'll do it for regulation overtime. Free hockey tonight here on the LTU Sports Network. We've had a thriller. 3-on-3 hockey. Here's Tyre. There's a shot. Rebound. Just wide. Oh, what a chance there. Now here comes Adam Vanelli, maneuvering his way through neutral ice. Fires a slap shot. Nice save there made by Austin Petty. Now here's Parker Hodges in the far corner. Goes up for Drake Gentile. On across for Alex Schluter. Here's Schluter on the near wing. Looking to glide up against the boards there by Jarrett Pfeiffer. 4:01 remaining here in overtime. Laying a hit there is Adam Yonek. Skating with it up to the point. Walking to the line. Here's Schluter. High slot shot. Let it go off a body in the slot area. Never got through. Chasing after it. Here comes Adam Yonek from the Czech Republic. He glides over skating the puck there. Joe drop it back to Manaccio. The defenseman pulls up in the corner. Checked there by Schneider. A nice play to get the puck loose by Schneider. Now into the near corner. Here's Schluter. Goes up ahead to Parker Hodges. 3:23 remaining here in overtime. 3-on-3 hockey. Here's Hodges gliding his way through with speed. Able to lay a backhand on net. There's Schneider. Plays on across. Shot taken. Oh, off the pad of Slavic. It was another opportunity there for Hodges. Couldn't quite get it in the back of the net. Puck kept in here, but now out. Couple of bodies go down at the blue line. Now back it goes. Austin Petty lays it on across as fresh skates get out in the ice for Indiana. Up the near wall, looking through. It was Mike Tisch unable to get the puck on his stick there. Now here's an opportunity, breaking in, but cut off. It was Edward Flood. Now Flood will chase after it once more. On those far boards, here's Mike Tisch curling around, maneuvering his way through. Potential 2-on-1. Mike Tisch, and a nice play there, laying out his body. It was Connor Victory saving the day with 2:20 remaining here in overtime. There's another shot off the body of Victory. Victory continues to sacrifice the body. Now the puck rolls back out into the Indiana Tech zone. Fresh skates out on the ice for LTU. Scooting around the boards. Here's Adam Vanelli. Plays it on across. Jiminin. Stop. Look. Drop it back. Here's Jarrett Pfeiffer. He plays it on back. Shot went off the skate. Both teams with a couple of really nice opportunities. Puck goes back to Vanelli. Vanelli curls around. The freshman from Apple Valley, Minnesota. Here's Vanelli gliding his way in, crisscrossing, but he was stopped there by Drake Gentile. Now the near wall. It's played up to the blue line. Gliding on across. Here's Jarrett Pfeiffer, and he'll step back out into neutral ice. Now curls around, able to get past Hodges. Now once more, here's Jarrett Pfeiffer, fanned on a shot attempt. Back into the far corner, curling around. Indiana Tech looking to apply the pressure. 1:13 remaining here in this overtime period. It's a 3-3 game. Vanelli off the stick of Gentile. Hopping onto the ice for LTU is Blake Tyre. Here's a stretch there. These goalies continue to make big saves. Time period with 12 points remaining now. Before here in the shootout, it'll be Jarrett Pfeiffer getting us underway. The senior from Ypsilanti, Michigan, a right-handed shot. Makes his way in over the line, little crisscrossing move. And a nice save made there by Petty. Austin Petty starting things out with a save. The 6-foot senior from Novi, Michigan. Off to a nice start in the shootout. And it'll be Zach. Save made. X's for both teams through the first two shots. Now for Indiana Tech, here's Joe Molfetta. The junior from Bath, Pennsylvania, works his way in. And another stop made there by Austin Petty. A rather easy stop made from Petty. Now it'll be Alex Schluter. 5'10" from Oxford, Michigan. Over the line. Lost the puck. Now here's Zach Bennett for Indiana Tech. Looking for this goal. He's got 12 on the. Here's Zach Bennett.